Shalom and welcome back to the Rashi Nosh. I'm Pastor Matt.
And I'm Kara.
This week we are in Parashat Nitzavim, and this is, I feel like we say it every week, we're coming to the end. We're coming to the end of the Torah, and very soon we'll be in Parashat Ha'azinu, the song that God told Moses to teach the Israelites as a testimony. And we're very quickly getting to the High Holy Days. So we appreciate you tuning into the daily broadcast that we do of the Slichot services. For the midnight one that we had, we really appreciate you tuning in to that. Continue to be in prayer for Rabbi Shapira. He has recently been in the Dominican Republic doing an amazing work there. And some really groundbreaking things happening there with the Christians on the island of the Dominican Republic with regard to coming back to their Jewish roots. And it's just absolutely amazing. He now is in South Korea with our friends there. So many greetings from us here in the United States to all of our dear friends there in South Korea. It was such a joy to be with you earlier this year, and we hope to be back to see you someday. So continue to pray for the rabbi and all of his travels and all of the different things that our ministry is involved in. As we tell you every week, if you've not done so already, please subscribe to this channel, like and comment on this video so the algorithm will pick us up, and share it on your social media platforms. In this particular Torah portion, in some years it's a double portion, but this year it is not. I want to read us from page 175 in this JPS Rashi Torah discussion commentary that we've gone through. We've done this for a year. It's really amazing how quickly time flies. But we're on a page where the heading is "Not in Heaven." Now, this, of course, is referring to the scripture in the Torah where Moses is telling them in Parashat Nitzavim about the word is not up in heaven, that you should say someone should go up to heaven and bring it down for us. It's not across the sea, that you should say someone should go across and get it for us. But the word is very near. It's in your heart. It's in your mouth. And of course, we see Rav Shaul, the Apostle Paul, taking this in the Brit Hadashah in the New Testament and making a beautiful midrash on it. So we're going to talk about books, because I know you love books and you love reading. And so I'm going to ask you the first discussion question, and I'll ask myself the second one. It is said that the Jewish people are called the people of the book. And of course, the book is the Bible, the Torah. So Jews are referred to the people of the book for a good reason. If you walk into any Jewish home, you're likely to find books in abundance, or if you walk into my office. In the 1400s, when the printing press was invented, Jews used the new technology to print sacred texts for the home and synagogue, furthering the dissemination of Torah. A verse from the Parasha alludes to the imperative of Torah study. It, meaning the Torah, is not up in the heavens that you should say, who among us can go up to the heavens and get it for us and impart it to us that we may observe it. This is from Deuteronomy 30, verse 12. Rashi comments on this verse's opening words, "It is not in the heavens." For if it were in the heavens, you would have to ascend after it in order to learn it. Drawing on the rabbinic tradition, Rashi makes an unexpected inference. The fact that the Torah is not in the heavens does not imply that if it were, we would be excused from learning it. Rather, Rashi explains that even if the Torah were in the heavens, we would still be required to pursue it. Today, we are fortunate to have copious ways to learn Torah study. Books on almost every conceivable facet of Judaism are widely available in Hebrew, English, and many other languages. In addition, just like the Jews of the 15th century and how they employed the then newly invented printing press, modern Jews are harnessing today's technology, the internet, apps, videos, social media, and so forth, to impart the Torah to us. I've even seen there's a Jewish organization that I follow on YouTube that every week does an AI animation of the Torah portion. It's really quite interesting. Remember, in Judaism, just as an aside, in Judaism, every single object is looked at as having what's called a klipa, a shell. And the shell of an object, meaning that if you were to dig past or go past the shell, there's a spark of kedusha, there's a spark of holiness in everything. so that the internet in itself is not bad. It's a klipa. There's a spark of holiness there. People could use it for bad. People could use it for good. So I like this, that, music is neither bad nor good. It can be used for good. It can be used for evil. The same thing with technology. So we don't need to be scared of apps or the internet, videos, social media. As long as we're using it for godly purposes, it's totally fine. We're finding the spark of holiness in there. So since Jewish people are known as people of the book, and this is a Jewish commentary, the first question, actually two questions for you. I know you're an avid reader now, but were you an avid reader growing up? And if so, what was your favorite book or author and why?
I wasn't an avid reader, no. I would
You have
read
become a reader?
I would read books from time to time, and I had no problem reading like books required for school. But I wasn't like a super reader back then. I mean, I would read from time to time, but nothing like, like consistently. Um,
Do you have a favorite book or a favorite author?
uh, I don't think so. I know growing up, I read like all the Little House on the Prairie books and like Anne of Green Gables and a bunch of stuff like that. But
Did
I
you
don't
ever
know if I
read
have a.
Nancy Drew?
I didn't.
You didn't
I
read Nancy
didn't
Drew?
have. No, I didn't get a chance to read Nancy Drew. I don't think I had the opportunity to go to the library much. And so I only read like stuff that I was like given. So like I had a set of books that I was given and then I would read those and things like that. So yeah, I don't know if I have a favorite book or author. I
Hmm.
kind of like
Like more genres of
yeah,
stuff?
I like all kinds. I really do. I don't have a specific.
You just like to read. You
Mm-hmm.
enjoy the
Mm-hmm.
the pursuit of
I
reading.
do. I do.
Okay. I'll take question number two, which is there a Jewish book that made a strong impression on you? If so, describe the book and its impact on you. Well, I mean, I would be remiss if I didn't talk about the books that Rabbi Shapira has written. I mean, of course, they've had a big impact on me. The first book that I ever read that Rabbi Shapira wrote was actually his first book, and it was called The Return of the Kosher Pig. And I don't recommend, if you're going to read Rabbi Shapira's books, that you start with that one. That's probably the most scholarly, the most heady, the most esoteric of his books. It took him the longest to write. I think 15 years of research went into that book, but it's very interesting. It is proving that Yeshua is the Messiah and that he is divine using only Jewish sources. And I think that is pretty amazing, using only traditional Jewish sources. And so that had a profound impact on my life. Being able to, because obviously growing up in a Christian setting, I knew the New Testament, back to front. I knew it well. But to be able to tell a Jewish person about the divinity of the Messiah based on texts that they know and love and read, and not using the New Testament, because obviously Jewish people don't accept the New Testament as scripture, this was groundbreaking to me, because it reminded me of that famous Bible study that the Messiah had on the road to Emmaus with two disciples, where he went through the whole Bible and said, "Hey, this is all about me." So that was a very impactful book for me. Obviously, if you are starting out reading Rabbi Shapira's books, I would recommend you start with something called the Rivka Remnant or the Rebecca Remnant, which is about how people from the nations, Gentiles, can be grafted in to the people of Israel. And so that certainly, think you should read that. If you are someone that's more into Bible prophecy and current events and things like that, end times, then of course I would recommend the books in his series, The New Hamas, The Fall of Edom, and his latest one that's going to be coming out very soon called Milchemet HaEmunah, or the War for the Faith, or the Battle for the Faith. These are all very good. And I mean, of course, the Basora of the Gospel according to COVID-19 is very good. So basically, yeah, if I were to say if I had a favorite Jewish author, it'd be Rabbi Shapira. But I also love books by Rabbi Aryeh Kaplan. Rabbi Bernstein of blessed memory shared with me a lot about Rabbi Aryeh Kaplan, who wrote a wonderful kind of esoteric, mystical book about Judaism called Inner Space. That's really amazing. And he has one on tefillin that I really love as well. So anyway, yeah. And then just a last fun question that I'll answer. Have you used today's technology to enhance your knowledge of Judaism? And if so, what resources have you found to be particularly valuable? Yes, there are two that I use a lot, especially when we're traveling. One of them is simply called Prayway. If you're ever in a place and you don't know which direction Jerusalem is, invariably we'll be at a conference or in a service with Rabbi Shapira in another country, or even in another part of the United States, where we live on the east coast of Florida. So if I look toward the ocean, I know it's east. And if it's east, it's toward Jerusalem. So it's easy. Where's the ocean? Okay, Jerusalem's that way. When we're traveling, and I know that you've seen this like dozens of times, like we're about to do the Shema or something, where's Jerusalem? Who knows? And I get up my phone really quick, and there's this, it's just a simple app. It's called Prayway. It's a compass app. But the little arrow on the compass lights up and says Jerusalem when you're facing Jerusalem. So you can't always just say face east, because in some places in the world where we travel, Jerusalem is west. It's just east from where we live. So it's interesting. So that one I use a lot. And then also, if I'm going to make a blessing before eating a certain type of food and I'm not having bread, if you say the motzi blessing, the blessing for bread, it covers everything. If you're eating bread along with your meal, the hamotzi covers it all. But depending on if you're eating a vegetable or a fruit, and does that fruit come from a vine or from a tree or from the ground or whatever, there are different blessings. Or, before you drink water, or, before you drink the fruit of the vine, wine or grape juice. So all the different blessings. And sometimes in my ADHD brain, they get mixed up in there. They get confused. So I have a wonderful app called I Bless Food. And I use that a lot, especially when I'm traveling. Oh, what's the particular blessing for this? Because sometimes I'm just eating an apple, and that one's easy to remember. It would be Borei Pri Ha'etz. It brings forth fruit from the tree. Borei Pri Ha'adamah, fruit from the ground. If you're eating a potato or something that comes from the earth. So anyway, those are the two apps that I like a lot, Prayway and I Bless Food. So if you use technology in your practice of Messianic Judaism, those are a couple of apps that might be helpful to you. Are you a reader? You know what my dad used to say, and I think he probably still says it, leaders are readers. So if you're a reader, it means that you have potential to be a leader. And if you want to be a leader, I think you should be a reader. After all, we are people of the book. So let us be readers. Thank you so much for joining us on this week's Rashi Nosh. It is a privilege and a pleasure to be with you every single week. Until next time, we wish you shalom.